First grade. Today we're going to be reading George and Martha one more time. We're actually going to be reading story number 1, The Scary Movie, again. So, as we're reading today, I want to remind you that when readers are reading, they should really be using all they know to solve words. They should be triple checking. They should be asking, does that make sense? Does that sound right? And does that look right? All right, let's get started. Can you read with me? Story number 1, The Scary Movie. Now, if I come across a word and I might not read it right, just put up that stop sign so I know when to stop. All right, read with me. Martha was nervous. I've never been to a scary movie before. Silly goose, said George. Everybody likes scary movies. Did I read that word wrong? Uh-oh, I did. Let's see. Let's break it into parts to see if that looks right. I said everybody, but I'm noticing that it says every. But is the next part that word buddy or body? No. What word is that? Yeah, one. So what word would that be? You're right. Everyone. Good job. Now, we need to reread it to make sure that makes sense. Make sure it sounds right. Silly goose, said George. Everyone likes scary movies. Give me a thumbs up if that made sense. Yeah, that makes sense, and it looks right. I hope you don't faint, said Martha. Read it with me. Martha liked the scary movie. This is fun, she laughed. Uh-oh. I didn't read that word correctly, did I? No. Does that word laughed? Uh-oh. Does that look right? No, it doesn't. It doesn't look right. Let's see. Does it make sense, though? Martha liked the scary movie. This is fun, she laughed. Yeah, that does make sense, but it doesn't look right. So let's go back and see if we can figure this word out. Break it into parts. Gig. Old. Let's look at the picture too. What could make sense here? You're right. The word is giggled. Awesome job, first grade. Remember, we have to reread it. Martha liked the scary movie. This is fun, she giggled. Martha noticed that George was hiding under the seat. I'm looking for my goggles, said George. That word I read wrong too. Oh no. All right, it's not goggles. Because does goggles make sense there? I'm looking for my goggles. Does that make sense? No. Why would George be looking for goggles in the movie theater? I don't think that makes sense. But I see a G and a G at the beginning and an S at the end. So that could be right. But let's break it into parts to make sure. Make sure it looks right. Glasses. Let's crash those parts together. Ready? Let's read it. Glasses. Awesome job, first grade. Let's reread our sentence now. Let's make sure that word makes sense. I'm looking for my glasses, said George. You don't wear glasses, said Martha. When the movie was over, George was as white as a sheet. Hold my hand, George said to Martha. I don't want you to be scared walking home. Uh-oh. Did I mess up on another word? I did, didn't I? Does that look right? Scared? No. But it makes sense. So, I wonder what would sound right there. What word does that look like? Let's break it into parts. For, a vowel team. What sound does that vowel team make? For aid. Good job, friends. Let's crush those parts together. What word is that? Good job. It is afraid. Let's read it again and make sure it makes sense now. I don't want you to be afraid walking home. Thank you, said Martha. Awesome job, first grade. I loved that throughout this reading, you were really carefully reading and checking everything that you read. We weren't only checking it once or twice, but we were actually checking it 3 times. We were doing a triple check. And we triple check, remember, we ask ourselves, does it look right? Does it sound right? Does it make sense? You were doing an awesome job carefully reading. Now, remember how a little bit ago we were talking about that when we read stories a second time, we actually notice more, don't we? Did you put a thumb up if you noticed more about the characters in this story? Put a thumb up if you've noticed maybe more about George and Martha. Yeah, a lot of you have noticed more. What's something you noticed more about this story? I heard some of you say that you noticed that George is telling a little bit of a lie on this page. Do you think George is really looking for his glasses here? No, he's not. Why do you think George says he's looking for his glasses? Let's see. He's peeking under the seat. Looks like he's hiding a little bit, right? Why do you think so? Yeah, I think George is a little scared, right? All right, friends, remember, as we're reading, we want to always triple check our reading. That's what good readers do. I will see you later. Bye.